What's going on? It's your man, C Desir, Chris Desir, 100 Agency, back with another video. I'm gonna get right into it like I always do. The baby boomers are right. Our parents were right about us. They were right. And I'll tell you why they were right. Most of y'all are lazy. Yep. Most of y'all are lazy. And you don't get anything done. We like to clown the older generation because they still believe in the BS. They do, which is true. Because they're over here trying to teach us the BS and we're not standing for it. We're not with the religion. We're not with the politics. We're not with the infighting. We're not with any of that. We see through it. We understand the contradictions and the fallacies and all of that. And we joke around and make fun of it. But you know one thing the older generation does better than most of us in the new generation? They get things done. They get the work done. We don't do that. We don't do that. Most of us are aware of what's going on, but we don't actually get. All right, let me say that again. I was muted, my bad. Why is it that us born in the 90s and the early 2000s, right? Why is it that the majority of us are aware of all of the things going on in the world? We like to poke fun of it, but we don't do anything about it. We don't even do anything in our regular everyday lives. Y'all are lazy. Y'all are lazy, for real. Y'all do not have the skill sets that your parents had. You have more information and you are more aware and you have more freedom than they ever had, but you don't do anything with it. So what's actually worse? Believing in a lie, but working towards doing something, or knowing the truth and doing absolutely nothing? And I'll tell you, the former is better than the latter. I don't care what you know. I don't care what you know. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? You're not doing anything. Most of y'all not doing anything. Most of y'all just like to hop on, watch your favorite spiritual YouTubers, go on your meme pages, right? Talk about making money when you're just trying to scam people, and just go back to doing the BS that you already do on a regular everyday basis. How is it that there's all of these fake woke people, right? Right. All on the internet getting massive amount of clouds, massive amount of clout, right? I'm talking about the older generation right now, right? How come there's so many of these Dr. Umars, these Elijah Muhammad's, these all of these figures, these what do you call it? Who's that guy on the radio? Um the Breakfast Club ass niggas, Nick Cannon ass niggas, um Wilding Out, all those type of TV show, reality shows, That's So Raven, all of these type of people that you know for a fact, watching growing up as kids, they were funny, but as we're now growing up, or we were realizing, oh nah, these people are actually on some BS, like for real. Why you still mess with them? Why you still mess with them? I thought you knew that all the political BS, all the political jargon that they talking was nonsense. I thought you knew that was just the man. I thought you knew that was the supremacy, the oppressors, the people trying to keep us from our higher self. So if you know all of these things, why don't you do anything about it? It's because y'all niggas are lazy. And a lot of you are fake woke. You're not woke. You just like watching somebody talk about something positive to make you feel better about your already boring, mundane life. You're not woke. You're not woke. Some of us try. Some of us try to make videos or whatever. Some of us try to get out the information. Guess what? And I applaud you. I give you your claps. Some of you try. You're not trying hard enough. Just because everybody around you is an idiot, just because everybody around you is lazy, doesn't mean that you're up here. That puts you at baseline. Everybody around you is below average and they think that they're average. You realize that everybody around you is crazy. You realize that everybody around you is below average. That doesn't make you above average. That makes you normal. That makes you baseline. You're not really doing as much as you think you're doing, even though you're doing more than all of your friends around you. You got to go above and beyond. You got to do even more than that. You'll be watching, and I'm not going to say I don't do this, right? But you'll be watching videos, secondhand information from other people that you feel in your heart that you agree with, right? And then you make half-ass videos based on the information you got from other people. And you know what the problem with that is? One, you didn't do the research yourself, as in you didn't go to actually confirm the things that they were saying. You don't know if that person, no matter how good their intentions may be, if they're actually telling the truth. Or you don't know if in that video that you watch, maybe that person made a mistake. You don't know. You know how you don't know? You never fact checked. You never fact checked. And even if you don't fact check, right? And you're making these videos and you know you got your information from somebody else, all you do is give a half-assed, one-fourth, watered down, dirty, muddy interpretation of what they were saying. You could have completely butchered what they were trying to say and ended up making the situation worse. You know that, right? And the worst thing above it all, you don't necessarily need to know the information. I'm not going to say that you should 100% all the time go fact check the information. Again, if you're born in the 90s, if you're a 90s kid or an early 2000 kid, we are now at a point in a time in our lives where we're all adults or just about to turn into adults, as in 18 years of age. Some of us are in our prime, in our 30s. Some of us are in our 20s. And the rest of us at the latter half of the early 2000s are just about to get into the age of being 18 years old and being considered an adult. We're not kids anymore. This is our time. This is our generation. This is our chance to shine. We're not kids anymore. We're not as young as we think we are anymore. We're starting to turn into old heads. I hope you realize this. Now, if you got any of your little brothers, your sisters, your homies born in the 2010s and up, they're still children. Those are their children. Those are kids. They got another decade before they're actually where we are. We're not kids anymore. Some of you are full grown adults in your prime of your life. If you're born in the 90s, us in the 2000s, early 2000s, we are just now hitting full out adulthood. I just turned 21 the other month. I just became a legal citizen across the world. I may be young. I'm not a child anymore. And a bunch of y'all niggas still acting like children. You're lazy. This is a major problem, right? This is a major problem. If you are really as woke as you say as you are, right? Even if you don't know the information and you're trying, you should at least give credit to the people or person that one you got it from, and two, link to the video, link to the channel, link to the article where you got the information from. You can't just say shout out to this person because this is where I got the information from. No, no, no. Think about school, right? And you were doing a book report, you had a paper to write, you had all of these things you needed to get done. If most of the information you got from somewhere else you didn't cite, you probably got away with it in like middle school, maybe some of you in high school. Once you got to college, didn't you need to start citing your work at least just a little bit? Didn't you at least need to have at least one link referring back to where'd you get your information from? I know I did. I know for a fact I did. And I know for a fact my freshman year, one of my teachers reported me for plagiarism. I had to go take a mini like 2-week class or whatever, talking about how plagiarism is wrong. And I didn't even really plagiarize. My friend, who we were working on the project together, actually copied the information that I got. And not only that, he got it from a source and he didn't cite his information. But I was the one who was sent for the plagiarism class. I was the person who didn't get anything, even though we both got information from the same source and neither of us cited it. But that's beside the point. We're not doing enough. We're adults now. We're some of us have kids. This is why the divorce rate now in our generation is higher than it's ever been. Women, especially the women who watching my channel, shout out to you. All of you niggas talking about how all these women are trees or whatever and all that, they ain't loyal, they all got problems. My guy, you got problems. Stop worrying about the women. You know how you stop running into toxic women? You stop being a toxic individual person. All y'all want to talk about spirituality and raising your vibration, you ain't with shit. You're not with shit. You're a liar. You're not with shit. You sit there and you just meditate, try to eat alkaline food, try to, and all you say is protect yourself. All right, I'm gonna come for somebody's neck right now. Spiritual soul. I'm gonna come for his neck, right? And trust me, I fuck with spiritual soul. I really do. I really, really do. The spiritual community has been wrong. First off, the spiritual community only really started popping late 2019 into all of 2020 because of the coronavirus thing and all of that. I was there. I was there. Remember, I was there with Vaughn and all of them. I was there with them when the spiritual community started popping off. I was there. I remember it clear as day. Clear as day. It just happened. This idea, this mindset, this mind frame of take care of yourself. This idea of individuality is toxic. It's toxic. Why do I say it's toxic? Why do I say it's toxic? Hold up. I'm see how long I've been recording for. I'm not trying to be here for 6 years. Because I'm about to go in. I'm about to go in. How long I've been recording for? It ain't gonna tell me. I'm gonna go in. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna go in. Should you be working on your higher self? Yes. But guess what? Your higher self that you're trying to work for or work towards, you understand that's part of a collective mindset, right? You understand like your higher self is connected to your soul, right? You know your soul is just a tiny, tiny, tiny part of this universe, right? Like it is connected to the entire universe, right? As in, as in you, me, your mom, your dad, your sister, your cousin, regardless of what their personality is, we all come from the same source, right? If we have souls, right? We all come from the same source, as in we're all part of one being, one higher consciousness, one higher self. You may elevate yourself on a personal level to a higher plane of existence, but you got to understand, if you truly believe in one God, that means the higher you ascend and you get closer to God, there's going to be less and less individuals. If you at the bottom of the ladder and there's and millions to billions of individuals, the higher you ascend, right? If you're thinking about it, if you're trying to work your way to a higher consciousness, if you're trying to work your way to God, there's only one God, right? Therefore, if you're trying to go up the ladder, there's going to be less people on that ladder. And when you get to a higher point, you want to go again and again and again and again and again and again and again until you reach the top of the pyramid, where you're going to be connected back with the source, with the one God, with the one Almighty who created all things. I'm not even talking from a religious standpoint. I'm just trying to make my point. How can you be all about your higher self, but at the same time just be trying to be focused only on yourself in your own life? Not in the sense as in give your life away to other people. That's not what I'm talking about. If you truly are about being in your higher self, you would try to connect with other higher self beings so you guys can come together and make a higher community. Like, I hope you understand this. I hope you niggas really do not think you could just astral project your way out of this existence. I really hope you niggas don't think that. I hope you don't think you can just meditate yourself into a higher plane of reality and your body can cease to exist, and then this universe is just gonna magically dissipate around you and not cease to exist. I hope y'all niggas ain't that crazy, right? I really hope y'all niggas ain't that crazy. Sure, you can astral project. It's a thing. It's a thing. But sooner or later, you gotta come back to this body. You can astral project. You can be in the spirit realm for 50 days if you want. You can get to that level. You can master your way to your crown chakra, all of that, which is not even the highest chakra. You actually have your silver chakra and your gold chakra, which is even above that in the other 72 chakra systems. But y'all niggas don't even know that, so I'm not even going to that. Right? Y'all, y'all really got me like messed up. It's bigger than you. It's bigger than you. Like I hope y'all know that. It's really bigger than you. A higher level being isn't just concerned with themselves. A higher level being is concerned with the bigger picture. Is concerned with the bigger goal, the bigger objective, to elevate. Because you can only elevate by yourself to a certain extent. You cannot elevate to the highest level possible by yourself. You can't do that. I'll give you an example. Back in the 90s, Michael Jordan was the GOAT. He was the GOAT among GOATs. He couldn't win a championship by himself. LeBron James, right now, considered the king, one of the greatest GOATs. He can't win a championship by himself. He needs a team. He needs a team. I don't care how great you are individually. Anybody you can think of, anybody you can name right now who you think is great individually, had a group, had a team, had a community behind them that got them to the point that they are today. You listen to rap, you listen to Drake. Everybody knows Drake don't make his own music. That's a production team. His production team got him to get all them Billboard 100 placements. His team did that. There's nobody doing one individual shit for nothing. You're capped. You're capped. When are you gonna go from because y'all really walking around with this mindset that like everybody else is a bot and nobody's on your level? Get over yourself. Get over yourself. You realize you're a god. You realize you're a higher level being. Get over yourself, though. You're not as high as you think you are. You really are not. If you honestly think you're so high to the point that that you really can't work with anyone and then you're just gonna live your entire life in seclusion, you're fucked. You're fucked. I don't care how big or how much of an impact you think you're having, you're really not having that much of an impact. You're not no Martin Luther King. You ain't no Malcolm X. You ain't no Jesus Christ. You ain't no Emotep. You ain't no Saron Sutin. You ain't none of that. You can say you see yourself in a past life and all of that. You ain't none of that if you're trying to do that shit by yourself. I don't care how you feel about those people. You think they were robots, clones, AI, whatever the case may be. Guess what? What happened when they by themselves tried to be the influential force in their communities? They died. They got killed. Everybody was hopping on Martin Luther King's bandwagon, but nobody was really trying to be on his level. So what happened to him? He died. And after he died, the movement fell apart because nobody wanted to have the balls to fucking get up and take on the mantle and role or work together to get the shit that he did done. Same thing with Malcolm X. Malcolm X was a real one, exposed the Nation of Islam, straight up exposed them, straight up exposed them. But nobody was on his level and no one even tried to be on his level. And even to an extent, he tried to do it all on his own. To an extent, I'm not saying he didn't try to get people on his side, but to an extent, he tried to do it on his own. And because you try to do it on your own, and you were able to gather up a nation of people to follow you, you understand the people who are not on your side, the people who are your enemies, they're working together. How is it that the evil people that are causing all of the problems in the world for us right now are, or they have the ability to work together, but all of us who claim we're spiritual, claim we're on our higher self wave, claim that we should be eating these, we shouldn't be eating these foods, watch out for all of these things that are happening, take care of yourselves. How's that gonna work out for you? Even if you look at Jesus Christ, bro, this nigga was supposed to be God. This nigga was supposed to be God. They still did him dirty and killed his ass in the end because he was the only one. I don't care how big or how influential you are as one person. If you don't got a squad of people, if you don't got a clique of motherfuckers who are on your level or who are at least about the bigger picture like you are, you're done. You're done for. If you get too big, they're gonna take you out. And if you don't get to a big enough level, you're not even relevant. And you're just gonna end up dying without really not accomplishing the goal you think you have. We gotta come together. Because regardless, right? Regardless, everybody knows there's bots in the world. Let's be honest. A lot of the people watching my video right now are bots. Literally. Bots. Can't save them. Can't save them. Right? Regardless if you're spiritual or you're not spiritual, you're going to run into bots. It doesn't matter if you say, fuck the spiritual shit, I'm gonna go back to drinking right now. I'm gonna go back to smoking, lying to people, gang banging, whatever. Or you say, I'm gonna eat nothing but alkaline food. I'm going vegan. I'm meditating 16 hours a day. Um, um, I'm making 100 YouTube videos warning people to do shit. You're still gonna run into bots regardless, whichever way you run into. You can't escape that. You can't escape that. So if you can't escape it, why not, regardless, try to work together with people or try to go swim through the sea of bots to find the people that you can work with, to find the people that you're like, hey, you know what? You're a real one. I can tell you're a real one. You may be not as far as I am on my spiritual journey as me, but you know what? I can tell that you want to get stuff done. You want to move forward. These are the kind of people we should be looking for. These are the kind of people and experiences that we need to have. You're not strong alone. You are strong in numbers. That's never going to change. Two will always be more than one. Two higher level beings coming together and putting their work together will always be better than one individual trying to bust his ass on his own. Y'all need to stop with that. Just take care of yourselves bullshit. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. Y'all need to be coming together and doing some shit. You know who's an individual right now who's doing shit? Young Pharaoh. He's a person actually going out into communities and trying to create jobs for Black people. Even if you do not have the foresight yourself, even if you do not have the foresight yourself to start up these projects, show your freaking support. Show your support. Show your support and shout these people out. And as soon as these people are ready to get their jobs out, go apply for those jobs. Stop working for them, for people who don't have your best interests at heart. Go work for somebody that you know has your back. Start putting your money into things you know have your interests at heart. Why are y'all literally thinking that being alone and doing shit alone is going to work out for you? Your only best option is to escape. What kind of bullshit is that? Your best option is to try to run away from the bullshit, trying to high yourself, you're trying to get to a higher plane of existence. For what? For what? For what? You want to go back to the source? Just die. You really want to connect back to the source? You want your soul to go back to where it came from? You might as well just off yourself right now. I don't know why you just sitting here trying to meditate your way to that shit. If you really want to go there that badly, just, you know what I'm saying? It's the fastest way there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know why you need to waste your time with this alkaline diet shit and meditation shit if you're not doing nothing. Y'all niggas not doing nothing. Y'all niggas really in it for yourselves. You're always going to run into people that are going to push your buttons, that are going to be on a lower plane of existence than you. Fuck them people. Who gives a shit? Go find the people who are on your level, or you can get to your level, or on the process to getting to your level. Don't force nobody to get on your level. But if you see somebody that is on your level, or if you see somebody that's on a higher level than you, reach out to that person and be like, yo, man, I mess with your stuff. I'm really trying to be with it. I'm really, really trying to get to that point. What can I do? What should I wait for? You know what I'm saying? If that person has a website and they need and they have a consultation service, spend some of your own bread, my nigga. It's not about you. You cannot tell me you really shooting for a higher plane of existence. You really shooting for a higher plane of existence, but you're not even willing to put your money out to sacrifice a little bit of your own physical work ethic and all of that to potentially get a higher outcome. You're not for nothing. You ain't spiritually for nothing. All of that shit you talking is potential. What's the point of meditating for 6, 7, 8 hours a day, multiple times a day, 10, 20, 30 days a week, if all that information you get and all that clarity you get and you doing nothing with it? You're just holding it for yourself. You're just holding it for yourself. And I'm telling you, that's the one thing about these motherfuckers who are older than us, who believe in the bullshit that they got over us. Even though they believe in bullshit, they still actively go out every day and try to peddle their bullshit. And that's why the bullshit is at the level that it is, because they're actually working towards pushing it out there. You gotta work. I don't care if you're working for a good thing or a bad thing. The people who put in the work will get the results that they're looking for. So instead of trying to work to combat the BS so more and more people don't fall for it, y'all take the lazy man route. I'ma just focus on myself. I'ma just stay doing shit for myself. I'ma stay, I'ma stay on my own grind, on my own path. All y'all niggas, I'ma go on YouTube and tell all y'all niggas, y'all niggas stay up. Just keep doing your meditation. Everything will be good, everything will be fine. No, nigga, no, that is not how it works. Not at all. Not at all. That's how they got us in the first place. At that point in time, if you're gonna take on that mentality, you know better than a Christian. You know better than any of these people who are bots. You know better. You know better. You are no better. You know better than they do, but you are no better than they are because you don't do anything. You don't do anything. What do you want me to say? What do you want me to say? So I'm gonna give you some takeaways. If you really a real one, right? If you really feel like you're a real one, if you really feel like you're a real one, or you want to do something, make the effort. Make the effort. If you know right now that you know a little bit of information and you really don't know shit, you got to be honest with yourself. You know a little bit of information, or you know a couple of people who are righteous, right? Reach out to them. If they have any services, try to buy those services. Save up money and try to buy those services. Reach out to them and literally just ask them, what can I do would help, or how can I support? If they have events, instead of trying to plan vacation to go out to freaking Miami and fuck around, how about you actually take that time to go to a lecture, go to a presentation? Why don't you hire some of these people? Yo, come to my city, come to my town. Yo, I'm gonna get all of my friends together and we're gonna try to teach them something. Now you're actually working. Now you're actually working. Do the work. Stop being lazy. This is why when 2030 comes and the new world order comes, most of y'all niggas are screwed. And most of y'all niggas who think you're actually doing something, again, most of y'all niggas who think you're actually doing something, you think you're actually moving positively, you think you're actually making a difference. I don't give a fuck how many people, I'm gonna say this right now. You can send this to Spiritual Soul. I might send it to him myself. You can send it to Spiritual Soul. You can send this to fucking anybody. Vaughn, but Vaughn don't even be making videos like that anymore. He's on the move. He's actually working. I actually called him. He's actually working on his own projects. He's working on his music scene right now. He's working on the music. And the shit he told me, it's gonna be wild if he can actually pull it off. I believe in him. And sooner or later, I might be on that shit too. But here's this. I don't give a fuck how many people you try to make aware of what's going on. I don't give a fuck if you made 100,000 people aware of what's going on. I only give a fuck about the one person that you actually worked with to get something in motion. That's the only thing that matters. This has been Chris Azier, 100 Agency. Get your asses to work.